Hello. So the school has ended. It's kind of awkward talking to the camera actually, but school has ended a few days ago and I'm going back to Korea like every year. But the only difference is that this will be my last time going back to Korea, for the summer break, because I'll be graduating next year, and that kind of terrifies me. Time has gone by so quickly this year. I don't even know what happened. I feel like September was like only a few months ago, but 10 months. It's been 10 months. It's crazy. And the idea of growing up used to terrified me so much that the more I thought about it, it just kept going. And I really didn't know how to deal with it because honestly, on my 16th birthday, I thought turning 16 was old. Looking back now, it's not, because I'm 18 and it's crazy because when I was 15, I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. I have 5 more years till I turn 20. And I blink, and now I only have 2 years till I'm 20. And it's crazy because I swear I was 10 years old. I swear I was 10 years old a few days ago. Not a few days ago, a few years ago. Even though I'm 18, I still feel like a child. I am still a child, but I'm not a child. It's a scary feeling, and I know I'm not the only one who's going through this, but growing up, not just growing up, but I feel like leaving the high school terrifies me a lot because I love being in high school. I love my school. I love being with my friends. I don't necessarily love math, science, or stuff like that, but I like the whole school. I really love the little things that are happening in school, little events, friends, especially friends, lunchtime, and sometimes I actually do love my classes because I get to do a lot of stuff that I like, and sometimes I get to do stuff that I never thought I would do, and it's a bit of a different experience. All of that, I know I'm going to miss all of that because I know I'm having so much fun here. I know I've met so many great people here. I made a lot of good friends, and I've became so much better. I became a better person throughout the year, and it's been a great journey for me. But the fact that it's coming to an end terrifies me a lot because I'm not ready for that at all. I'm not ready. I think I got better at dealing with it, but I don't know how I would put into words. But the more I grow up, the time goes by so fast, and it's just I know that next year would go by so quickly, and I'm just praying that next year it would go by as slowly as possible. But the fact that I know that it's gonna go pretty quick, it scares me because all the graduation, all the classes, and I'm also kind of worried about my English class next year because I don't know, the pressure. I feel like there's nobody around me that's putting pressure on me, but I feel like I'm the only one who's putting pressure on me right now. I know what I want to do. I have an idea. Like, I know what I like, forgetting why I started it. And I feel like that's one of the worst thing in the world for me, because it really brings you down. But it's just like, when that becomes a job, when something that I love becomes something that I have to do, or like a job, I tend to lose interest. It's like not losing interest, but it's more like forgetting why I started it. I feel so lost after that, because like, what do you mean? What do you mean I don't want to do the things that I used to love? You know, I feel like I lost a piece of myself. And yeah, it's a terrible thing. Honestly, this year has been really great. There was a few ups and downs. That's life. But so I got to go to this great youth group in the town. That youth group really helped me a lot to get closer to God. And that's probably one of the best things that happened to me this year. I was so lost. I was kind of doubting. I was never really, you like, you love God. You love God and everything. Like, and you go to church and stuff, but it's like, that's not everything. Sometimes, a lot of the times actually, I would forget to live my daily life within God. I was sad. I was frustrated. I was sad. I got frustrated by many small things, and I was had some conflicts with people. I had some relationships that were not fully resolved, and I felt always like uncomfortable with those people, and I was always kind of like shutting them out and kind of blaming them for certain things, and which did not help anything. I honestly don't know how I got into that youth group. I always knew it was there, but I think one of my friend was like, "Hey, you wanna come to the youth group? Cause it's my homestay's going, so maybe you should, come with me." So I was like, "Yeah, okay." I've always wanted to go there. Like, I heard some pretty good stuff about them, so I was like, why not? And I went there. It was actually really great. At first, it was like they were singing, they were playing games, and they were like, it was crazy. It was amazing. At some point, they were doing a worship. So obviously, I don't know the song because I've never been to a Christian church. I've always grew up in a Catholic church, so it was a very different experience being there. So they were worshiping, like, all the kids, and there was this one song, it's called Battle Belongs to You, and like, it's just like, when halfway through, my eyes started tearing up, because I don't know what got into me, but just like, my eyes were tearing up, and just like, I really don't know how to explain it, but it was like, not a sad tear. I was very touched by it, and I was very happy. Like, I would say happy. And I kind of like held it inside, like kind of just held it, because it was like kind of awkward, because it was my first time, and I was just like, I can't just start crying. So I was like, okay. And then it was great. And then a week later, I didn't go because I don't know why. And then I think it was like 2 weeks later, I started going again, and I had a lot of fun. Even at that time, I was kind of just demanded on people, I would say. Like, people around me, like my friends, and how people would react towards me and how people would treat me. I think I was more focused on that than God. When you're expecting something from someone, and if you don't get what you wanted, it's always frustrating and upsetting sometimes, and you kind of question yourself, like, do they not like me? Do they Do they hate me? Do they not like me? Like, they don't even know me. But then after going there for like, I guess it was like third week, it's like I kind of realized that I shouldn't place my expectations on people, but instead I need to really place everything in Jesus' hand. Because no matter how or what you want from someone, it's never really going to fulfill your expectations, because they're human too, and I'm a human too, and we all have ups and downs, we all have issues, we all get frustrated, and we can't read each other's minds. Don't try so hard to make people like you, because the more you try, you're the only one who's gonna get stressed out, and you're the only one who's gonna feel left out. And if you keep like falling into that hole, you'll never get out, because sometimes it's not true. Some things that you think it's true that other people are doing to you, like, it's not true. It's just in your head. Sometimes I felt left out in my friend group, but like when I think about it, I was never left out. It was just them just talking to other people, talking to everybody. And everything was happening in my head, and I was just making things up. I kind of learned to let it go of some of it. It's still hard. It's still hard to, control how you think or how you feel or whatever. It's really hard, but sometimes you really have to separate your own thoughts and what's actually happening in front of you. So yeah, that was one thing that I've learned this year, which is very important. Going to the youth group brought me so much closer to God, and it gave me happiness that I've never really felt before. And it's something that I can't really just describe or like put into words, because I don't know. Because every single youth group, like every week, I came home just happy, I was always happy. It was late at night, even if I was tired, even if I had a long day, I came home, I was so happy. And like, if someone asked me, why are you so happy? I wouldn't know what to say. I would probably say, oh yeah, I just went to the youth group. I don't know, I just happy, And after a while, ongoing conflict relationship that I was in, excuse me, it resolved. We didn't even try to talk it out. Like, when we tried to talk it out, it didn't really work. But then a few months ago, we kind of started talking randomly, and then things got so much better, I think. And I give all the credits to God, because if it's not God, who else could it be, I truly believe that it was God doing the right things for me. And yeah, I've experienced so much love from God this year, and I could never be more happy. It's just the fact that when I go back in September, it will be my last year. So that really terrifies me, because I really don't know. Like, every single thing stresses me out. Like, I really don't want to be missing out on something. Like, I want to look pretty at my grad. I want to, what do I do with my hair? What do I do with my dress? Or, I hate those things. Like, but I'm going to leave everything to God, because God has plans for me. I'm hoping to get some quality time with my family, because I never really I see them once a year during the summer, since I came here. And I mean, honestly, I love being here. I met so many good friends, and I love my life here, and I want to move here when I graduate. I want to go to school in Canada, but it's just, sometimes I wish that my parents were here too, because yeah, I only get to see them once a year, and it's kind of sad. But also, if you gain some, you lose some, I guess. Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, one more thing. Okay, so basically I had a crush on this guy when, like, at the beginning of the year. Yeah, like September. And we became friends first, and then we talked, and then I think there was some sort of feelings going back and forth. I guess we never really talked about it. I never really talked about it. When I think about it now, I kind of just pushed it down. But I thought that I gave him enough signs, but definitely not. Definitely not when I think about it now. But anyways, at some point I told him, but I didn't really tell him directly that I like him. I was just like, hey, I think I liked you, and you're a great guy. Like, I love talking to you. I love, like, hanging out with you and stuff. So, and the reason why I was avoiding you for a while is because I didn't really know how to deal with my feelings, and yeah, and blah 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 blah. And then, yeah, I didn't really, like, tell him that I like him now, because I guess I felt embarrassed. And then we were friends, we were good, we were, like, not awkward at all. And then I liked him at that time too. Like, I never stopped liking him. And yeah, things happened, and, like, I heard from one of my friends that he liked me too, but he doesn't want to try anything because I'm his friend, we're friends, like, he doesn't want to ruin anything, blah blah blah. And then I was like, yeah, whatever, you know. And I kind of just stopped talking to him because I was very frustrated by everything. And then we stopped talking for like 7 months or 8 months after that. Yeah, and then a few days ago, like at the end, like on the last day of school, I'm at the gym, and then so I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna see him again. Like, I'm not gonna see him again. If I don't say goodbye to him, I'm gonna regret it. So I went up to him and I was like, hey, when's your flight? You know, when are you leaving? And then I had 3 questions, because I really didn't want things to be awkward. So my first question was, when is your flight? When are you going back? And my second was, did you have fun here? And then my third question was, just telling him, like, hey, I just want to say goodbye to you because, you know, I probably won't see you again, so I just hope you had fun, you know, and stuff like that. And I was planning to leave, but he started talking, so we happened to talk for like 20 minutes or 30, I don't know. And it felt so normal. It felt like there was no awkwardness at all, and honestly it felt so weird because it was too normal. And I think it was way better than before because this time there's no feelings involved in that. I wasn't constantly wondering if he liked me back or not. So yeah, I got to talk to him for a while, and then so we have this, like, a little Canadian flag when we leave, and a lot of, like, people sign it, and we had that. So we signed each other's flag, and yeah, we were like, oh yeah, see you at the gym sometimes, like, before you leave. And yeah, and that was pretty much it. And I felt so much better after that because having some sort of closure with the person that, I mean, you used to have, you know, I did not think that I would actually do it, but I'm really glad that I did it because, you know, it's way better than just, like, not talking to him forever and just regretting, you know, whether you like him or not. Now, it doesn't really matter how you feel about them, you know. It's just like, you know, ending things nicely. I don't know that's how you say it, but yeah, it was great. Anyways, yeah, this is my first video probably, like, doing this, but yeah, maybe I'll do it again. Bye.